So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Stade de Reims.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Well, plenty has been said and written about Steven Gerrard's many talents, but if you had to pick out one strength in particular, Jim, what would that be?
His never-say-die leadership, something that's shone through in so many crucial moments.
And it's about more than just the critical goals he's scored down the years.
It's about having the strength to keep going no matter what, and the ability... Chance!
Ibrahimovic chasing after it. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Spread out to the left. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Varane spots it and intercepts. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's Ibrahimovic! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Reims are already chasing the game. Rummenigge! And again! Oh, good finish! They are purring, truly purring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And we have our very first corner. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now they can spring out of defence. Rummenigge. It's a threat, and the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that was and that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Oh, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. So Jim Beglin, what is your interpretation of the way they appear to be lining up?
Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else. And that five at the back can easily produce wing-backs. If that's the case, I think, you know, it might end up a three at times. Admittedly, though, if they do play deeper and in line with the centre-backs, then we can take it that they don't really want to give much away. That'll be foremost in their minds. But essentially, it depends on the two wide players in that defence. If they push on a little bit more, we could see something very different.
Varane did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Now he's off and running. Oh, easy pickings there. Moved on forwards. And the pass is intercepted. Donatoni. Played with finesse. Goes for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Hazard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Cleared away. And here's Ibrahimovic. Canada have the chance to go the other way. Canada are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. That's good play. And it's Vieira. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Maicon does really well to win the ball there. Maicon. And that's an excellent interception. Donatoni. And the counter is on. Now it's Hazard.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the ball.
Dida claims it without any fuss. Now it's Donatoni. Tries to pass it through. Vieira. Canada are looking to break at pace. And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's Bellingham. And this is Hullet. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Desai. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Madrid are down to 10 men. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. Bale! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And that could set him on his way. Donatoni, he's found the way, and the shot! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and
It's Ibrahimovic! And that's a sharp finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Gets his head on it! It's in! And the comeback is complete! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Canada. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Rafael Varane. Silvestre.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He played through for the wide man. It's a promising position. What a throw in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Rummenigge chasing after it. And here's Ibrahimovic. Bellingham, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Canada are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. Canada kick off the second half.
Canada have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case...
Shot, surely! And he has kept it out somehow.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Bellingham. Passing nice and neat. He's had it taken off him. Hullet. Oh, shoots! Marvellous goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Canada have their lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very... Oh, good effort! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, well played.
That dugout has had some relief, at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Maicon gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Bellingham. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's rising! It's fallen kindly here! And there's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que respeten en todo momento las normas de seguridad que pueden ver en el marcador.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Pull it. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
No foul, says the referee. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Messi. And it's Gullit. Maldini gets a foot in here. Rafael Varane. Varane gets over and intercepts. Neither side especially adventurous early on.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
He is through here. Real chance! He's delivered all right! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Canada are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Ibrahimovic is fouled. And that's going to be a booking. The pass has gone astray. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. That could spell trouble. Chance! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A horrible blip. A moment they could well have done without.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of slop.
Decent chance! It's a pretty loose pass. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's managed to get rid. Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. Great defending, strong and determined. Ibrahimovic. Vieira. Pull it. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's made its way to him. Maicon flings in a cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Canada heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Has a look and plays it forward.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. Canada have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Nicely aimed pass. And here's Gullit. Gets a good foot in there. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Seedorf charging forward, the ball at his feet. Great vision, and it's been played through. Ibrahimovic gets into a good position. Lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
1 minute added time.
He's had it taken off him. Vieira. Canada are looking to break at pace. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Canada looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. Down to business again. Icon. And it's Bellingham. He's in a great position here. Now the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bellingham, who is rarely short on confidence. Ibrahimovic. Big chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, convincing, that most certainly wasn't. He did well to rescue it, though, I'll give him that.
Pull it. Rummenigge. And it's Vieira. Here's Vieira. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Ibrahimovic.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that's another good win of the ball. Ibrahimovic looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, that's fabulous. Pullet stood his ground strongly. Pullet! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, that's been intercepted. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Bellingham is always scanning the pitch for targets. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Vieira. Bellingham. Vieira. And it's Bellingham. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Seedorf. Bellingham. Ibrahimovic. Can he finish? And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Canada find a position of real strength now, and that's gone loose.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
This looks promising. Cannavaro. And it's Messi. Desai kept his eye on it, and he's there. 75 minutes played. Maicon looking to receive it in space. And that should get the job done. Bellingham.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nicely weighted ball. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's going to be disappointed with that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cannavaro running with intent. Ibrahimovic. And here's Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Not the most accurate pass.
There will be
Cannavaro.
1 minute added time.
Oh no, what has happened here? And that will be the final act. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Manchester United.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have... It's Ibrahimovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Schneider. Marcelo. And he's forced to go back. Here's Chouameni. And it's Zanetti. Zanetti ventures forward. Van Dijk. Yaya Toure. And it's Ibrahimovic. And he's picked out the run. And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Canada are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. Gullit. It's a really well-measured ball. And the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Chouameni has a look and plays it forward. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Can he finish? They are queuing up to have a go here.
Canada really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Marcelo. Ronaldinho. Looking for the run. That's been slipped through. And he cuts out the supply. Vieira. Ronaldinho. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, he's in one. It's Ibrahimovic! It's bounced back off the post. And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, I'm not sure what went through his mind there. Reverse psychology, perhaps. Didn't do much apart from making himself look a bit silly in the end.
Nesta getting this one clear. And it's Yaya Toure. He won't be happy with that one. Gullit. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Ibrahimovic. Yaya Toure. Ronaldinho. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And here's Gullit. And the shot! And a neat finish! And this is getting better and better. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it.
There's the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Ronaldinho. And it's Chouameni. Varane kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely weighted ball. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross needs getting up there. Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Big chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And here's Gullit.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Shot at goal! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they're threatening to fly away here. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Canada are having a ball here. Ronaldinho really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility.
And he steered it beyond the post.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Van Dijk. Desai. And it's Marcelo. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's delightful. And this is Snyder. Threads one in. The ball goes in. Desai. So, a temporary halt to the action. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Canada enjoying a half which is little short of perfect. The dominant force, the only force in a one-sided contest. And so the action is resumed. And that's definitely not his best. Bellingham. Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Played for Lampard. Bale. Lampard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Out towards the flank. Maicon's cross. Dida claims it. Safe hands. Zanetti. And it's Yaya Toure. Lampard. And Marcelo. Mbappe. Mbappe getting forward. Lampard. Good read, needed to be. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, some astute defending there. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good take, and he shoots! He's put it wide.
Yaya Toure has just shown why those situations demand a higher grade of focus. He fluffed it.
Yaya Toure.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
That's a cute ball. Bale wants to run onto this. Marcelo. Marcelo scooting forward. Vieira. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Bale. Bale being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Van Dijk. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance! Goal! Irrepressible, imperious, that's what makes him what he is.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Bellingham. Oh, that is a good ball to find. And Hullet! Oh, almost a sixth.
Canada really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Desai. Chouameni. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Looking for options for movement. Vieira. He has found the way through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Look at the decent chance! That is special! Gareth Bale! He's got himself an absolute peach. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending.
He's having a shot! And it's been given away. Has another go! And one more try! It's a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Batistuta. Now, can they get him away? Bale. Bale making good progress.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That could spell trouble. Desai getting this one clear. And here's Bale. Yaya Toure. And the pass is intercepted. Rafael Varane. Canada clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now the ball's gone astray. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And that has left him in a heap. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham going forward. Bale. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glitter. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Canada.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of them.
Towering header! Oh, it rattles the bar! Somewhat off target, and he's managed to get free. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Bellingham. That's where it came from. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So, a breakthrough already. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, no joy this time. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, great defending. That needed doing. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running and pull it! Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Canada leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's in. Tries a shot! And he hits the net. They are purring, truly purring. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Canada are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And now he has two. And he's really put himself on the line here.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Canada have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Big chance! That could spell trouble, this time surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rooney. Nicely shaped ball. Chips it through. And this is Hullet. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Rooney. Now it's Hullet.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Vieira. Pirlo. Roberto Carlos. Just no time to dwell on the ball.
Oh, great feat, that.
Now, can they get him away? And that is out of play. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
And he's quick to return it. Cleared without hesitation. And here's Rooney. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now that looks a decent ball. That looks a cracking ball. Ibrahimovic. He's through on goal here. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it.
And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He has found the way through. Decent chance! And it's there! And he is just ripping it up! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Ferdinand, passing is crisp and sharp.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Vieira. Bale.
That's good play from him.
Nice control. Cross goes in there. Oh, great leap! It's got in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Quick reminder today, please have your entry tickets at hand.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then. Takahiro Tomiyasu, a man who certainly had his moments in the 23-24 season, as did his team.
Yeah, he really made a difference in a very famous victory against their title rivals from Manchester.
The one where the manager beat his old master.
It was a win that really boosted their title credentials, making a lot of fans believe that their showing from the previous season had been no fluke.
And the counter can be on now for Japan. Leicester calmly anticipates. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's Ibrahimovic! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pullet. Looking for the run. Rummenigge picks it up out wide. Plays it in low. And he's taking no chances there. And this is Ibrahimovic. Great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. Endo. This is a promising build-up. Tries one from range! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He's rising! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Bullet! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Canada have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Ibrahimovic! It's there! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And he's gone looking for safety. And he's been shifted off it. And that has put paid to that. Bellingham, in early. Shapes to shoot! And that's a sharp finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And now he has 2. Canada are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's fabulous. And a chance! Oh, that is really good tenacity. Canada get their 4th corner. They are cruising, and they're threatening to fly away here. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's having a pop! And the keeper read that really well.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
They're up to 5 corners now. Tomiyasu can get it clear. And it's hoisted clear. Japan are looking to go forward now. That's been cut out, well played. Endo. No way through. Aims beyond the defence. Kagawa. Oh, easy pickings there. Kakatani. And it's Kagawa. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, that looks a decent ball. Bale is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And the counter is on. Kagawa.
Canada are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. And he's lost his... It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's done it! And that really is so impressive. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. That has ended up in no man's land. Bale. This is Ibrahimovic. And this is Bale. Chance! And there's a goal. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Canada are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Canada really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Canada are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Bellingham, who is rarely short on confidence, takes a shot! And it's in! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Now it's Hullet. Japan can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That has not gone well. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, he's not going to get any further than that. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking to pass the chance for a shot! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Canada are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Out towards the flank. Showing good feet. Bale making good progress. Now the cross. Tomiyasu gets it away. Crossed in once more. Endo attempts a clearance. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real...
Bullet! No, that's just wide.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Could be danger here. He has found the way through. That is great defending, so alert. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Rummenigge. And he shoots! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Maida really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bale. Bellingham. And it's made it. He's had a shot! And that's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Decent chance! Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Desai clears. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's the chance to counter. And he's managed to get rid. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now he's got space here. Oh, super ball. And Hullet! He's put his foot right through that one.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Ibrahimovic is herring after that one. And it's Nakamura. He can run onto that. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Substitution for Canada. Number 15.
Corner count is rising. That's 6.
Coming on the field is number 22. Now.
Tries to get it clear. Lahm. He's found the way through. Lahm delivers.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Swung over. Some resolute defending there.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Ibrahimovic. He's beaten the last man. Tomiyasu defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And this is Nakamura. And the number on the board is 3.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Tomiyasu venturing down the left. So that's it. It is all over. Canada really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Ibrahimovic. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Canada.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to building from the back. I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes, where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great, varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Played into space, and the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Bellingham goes looking wide. Bale receives it in a wide position. Oh, good climb! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Has a look and plays it forward. Eto'o.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Eto'o. Threads one in. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, he's been flattened there. Canada do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Bellingham. Guardiola does really well to win the ball there. Oh, good spread. And he's picked it up out wide. And he whips it. He leaps for it! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Can he get on the end of this? Bellingham wants to run onto this. And it's claimed by the keeper.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Hullet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Bale. And that is expert. He's having a shot! Goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And he's there to belt it away. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score... Ibrahimovic! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Lampard gets into a good position. That's tidy. Koundé has the space to scheme. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Bale. Oh, that's neat. Oh, there's a probing ball. Desai, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Marcelo is always looking to play quality balls.
Manchester United really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
And it's Sneijder. Marcelo. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Hazard. Now it's Bale. Now it's Eto'o. Lampard. That's very neat. Well read, and the danger is averted. Bellingham clears without hesitation. Lampard cuts it out.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Oh, can he get onto this? And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bale. Cross in.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
There will be
Bullet
1 minute
has
added
found the
time.
net here, of course. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's played it back. He's gone for goal. Hazard. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Just a quick announcement.
Canada come in leading by just the odd
Please
goal.
grab the tickets you were given when you were walking
Yeah,
through
on the
gate.
face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Canada looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. The second half is up and running. Canada currently ahead by the smallest of margins.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
The ball has bounced loose now. Lampard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Araujo. To Marcelo. Sneijder. And it's Guardiola. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And it's Hullet. Hullet. Now he's got space here. Koundé. Now it's Bale. Canada are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Rafael Varane. Oh, they can break here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No, again there's no way through. Hullet. Can he finish? And that's a tidy finish. And this is getting better and better. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Played out wide. Koundé's cross. Towering header! Harmlessly behind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So
Number
changes
20,
afoot here, and from
Schneider.
both sides.
Number 21, Frank Lampard. Coming on the field, number 15, Ibrahimovic. Number
Canada
18,
still have the cards to affect this game.
Substitutions taking place.
Eto'o. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And they're back on the ball again. Bale. Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Hazard. Coming on to replace him is number 13, Stojkovic. Substitution.
Canada have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Canada have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. They're urging him to shoot. He is through here. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Canada have themselves a chance from the spot. This further to improve their cause. And he's kept it out. And that's a poor penalty.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Corner number 2 then. He's rising! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now, can they get him away? That's a sharp pass. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Guardiola
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
tries to pass it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well timed, excellent interception. Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Gattuso. Now it's Bale. Gattuso. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Maicon made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Rafinha. And he welcomes it in. Guardiola.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Guardiola. Tries to play it through. Desai promptly onto that, and that is that. Quality ball. Now he's off and running. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Spread out to the left. Bale. Oh, that's nice. That had too much on it. Marcelo. Araujo. Great vision. Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Ibrahimovic deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Canada have their third corner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Gattuso. Lovely bit of skill. Played in. It carries far too far and out of play. 4 extra minutes added on. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Gattuso. Gattuso.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Stojkovic. And time is up. Canada are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game
and
yet to kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already
Canada
palpable.
Against Barcelona.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I think Theo Hernandez is one of the most exciting fullbacks in the game. Rarely have I seen a player display all the qualities needed in a complete fullback at such a tender age, and at a time where the role of the fullback is even more crucial. He really is a diamond.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And he's being shifted off it. Pull it, and he's found the way past, and the finish! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Impressive jump! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Pedri going face-to-face with his great rival. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Ibrahimovic. Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Dani Olmo. Oh, he's onto this. Hernandez calmly anticipates. Quarter of an hour played. Oh, good-looking ball. Barcelona are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
And this is Shevchenko. This is a promising build-up. And this is Shevchenko. That's a decent clearance. Henderson, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pass somewhat off target. Fiore. Odo. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Gently done. Ibrahimovic going after that. Pedri aims beyond the defence. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
He's in one-on-one. Chance! And that's a tidy finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's a key interception. Jordan Henderson. Vieira is fouled. Dani Olmo, well seen, saw that coming. And this is Ibrahimovic. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And it's Pedri. And that's really well manoeuvred.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Bellingham, who can single-handedly make a difference. Goes for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are purring, truly purring! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Vieira. Can he get on the end of this? And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
2 added minutes have
That's
been
intercepted.
indicated.
That was well played. well stopped.
Now he's off and running. Marquez kept aware, and it is picked. It's Ibrahimovic! Well taken goal. Again in a trice, and they are soaring. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So off we go then.
Rafael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the years.
Yeah, and something he can do thanks to his great recovery pace and an outstanding sense of positioning too.
Delivers with whip. And that should get the job done. And he's only too happy to take that back. Bale. And it's Vieira. And here's Bellingham. Showing good feet. Drives it in. And it's claimed by the keeper. Could move up a gear here. Vigo ventures forward. Vieira. And here's Bale. Nice control. The referee's awarded a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. They're taking a moment to consider their options. And he's following up! In he goes again! Rummenigge gets flagged offside.
Canada definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
That has not gone well. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Bale has the space to scheme. Bale, terrific effort! And he's done it! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Pelé, chance here to counter. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Pelé. Pull it, and the shot! And it's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Barcelona restore parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now it's Hullet. He's found a way through. Succumbs to the pressure. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Maicon. And he's quick to get rid. Nicked it back promptly. Nesta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. And here's Hullet. And he's lost his man here. Pelé. Rummenigge. Bellingham. It's a really well-measured ball. Stood up well to him there. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Towering header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Tries to get it clear. And it's Bellingham. Good read, needed to be. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Searching pass he's played there. Hazard.
That was lovely, that.
And he's whipped. And a header! Oh, he's hit the bar! Caught offside that time. And he's had it nicked away. Tries to pass it through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. And this is Ibrahimovic. Bellingham. And he's gone looking for safety. Bale. Bale's cross. Cleared without hesitation. Pull it. Now, what about a counter-attack?
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Seedorf. Oh, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pull it. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So straight into the second half.
Canada are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Bale, and this is Bale, gets his head on goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Canada leading now. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Figo, oh that's fabulous, and he's got his cross in.
That was well seen too, good clearance.
And they've got rid.
Figo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Impressive jump! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 21. El dorsal 22.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Serán sustituidos.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Rummenigge looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Beckham. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now he's running away. Can he finish? Defending of the desperate variety. Hullet. And it's Hullet. Varane does really well to win the ball there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 18. Hazard.
Oh no, he's got that wrong.
Sido.
It's a decent clearance.
Serán sustituidos
Oh,
por
here's a man
el
adored by
dorsal
many,
4.
even
Ribéry.
deified by
El
some.
dorsal 8.
And he's picked out the run. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Adriano. That is good strength.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the...
He leaps for it! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Canada visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Šeško. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Šeško. And it's Maicon. Well seen, saw that coming. Maicon, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And the pass is intercepted. Rafinha. Rafinha powering forward here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Desai getting this one clear. Oh, he's having a go. Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Ribéry. Beckham. He's had a shot! And that's a tiny finish. And they are right back within. And the referee brings it to a close. Canada can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Inter Milan have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Varane clears. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well read, nice interception. Bullet. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Well, terms like genius and legend are often overused in football, but there is very little doubt that they do apply to this fella, the great Ronaldinho.
One of the best there's ever been, Peter, and always with a smile.
He was born with a football at his feet.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Towering header! Not a bad try by any means.
Rummenigge certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Bale. Maldini wins the duel this time. Still goalless. Now it's Mbappe. Bale is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Hullet. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Bale. Now, can they get him away? Ibrahimovic picks it up out wide. It is a corner. Corner number 2 then. Forced to go back. Tries a shot! He's delivered all right! And there is your opener. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
No way through there. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Bellingham, who is rarely short on confidence. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Has a look and plays it forward.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
He's picked his way through. Bale's cross. Gattuso. Well, played right into his path. It's Adriano! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the keeper beats it away. Maldini. Vieira. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Bale. And it's Hullet. Ibrahimovic. Canada are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Bellingham. It's a searching pass. And he's quick to return it. Maicon. Oh, can he get onto this? Can he spark a counter here? Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target.
Can he finish? It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. So the team's still separated by one goal, but it should be very different. Canada coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Canada are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Adriano. And he welcomes it in. Oh, important interception. Great vision. Great ball if he can get there. The message is clear. None shall pass. And it's Ibrahimovic. Hullet. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Could move up a gear here. Oh, a delicate chip through. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Shot could be on. Delivered low.
Canada clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Bale, can he get on the end of this? That's the keeper's ball. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
And he's being shifted off it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Bale. Ibrahimovic. And surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that should get the job done. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Out towards the flank. Oh, that's nice. That's going across. Oh, good climb! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 80, Ronaldinho. Numero 8, numero 25, numero 9, numero 18. Lasciano il campo per...
So we have movement on both benches.
Il numero 11.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Shevchenko. De Jong. Just about up to 75 minutes. Rafinha. And here's Van Nistelrooy.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Maicon receives it in a wide position. Vieira. Maicon providing an outlet on that. And a header! Varane attempts a clearance. Maicon. And it's Vieira. And he's had it nicked away. Kaka. De Jong running with intent. It's a pretty loose pass. Canada can consider themselves just about safe now. Lahm. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Kaka. And here's Suarez. Rafinha, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Now it's Rafinha. And it's slung out wide. He's found space here. And he's managed to get free.
That was lovely, that.
Van Nistelrooy gets into a good position.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Messi. Kaka. Well, they can break here. And there goes the final whistle. Canada are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactics... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The
everybody,
game yet
and
to kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Not the most accurate pass. Looking tidy in possession here. That's a cute ball. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Desai makes the interception.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
So he's benefited a lot from his new role.
Yeah, it's brought so much more out of him. He's a true all-round player now.
Rafael Varane. Rummenigge. Now it's Ibrahimovic! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Getting up there! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Bellingham. He's in a great position here. Out of play for a goal kick. Now it's Hullet. Good ball. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Canada have their third corner. Louisville City are looking to go forward now. Now it's Yamal. Not much subtlety about that challenge. It's skewed away. Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Maicon producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nesta is there to clear. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And again, he is at his elastic best.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Cross into the box. Bale tries to clear. And it's Varane. Great pace, having a shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. That's really well cleared. Vieira. And it's Bellingham. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Can he get onto this? Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Looks to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Bellingham. Well, not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Desai. It's a pretty loose pass. Vieira. Desai clears. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Nesta tries a measured ball, crosses it in here. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. It's a promising position. Hullet. Oh, that's neat. And it's Bellingham. Vieira. Lovely. And the finish! They've scored!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
2 added minutes
So
has been indicated.
smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I think the manager...
And the referee has signalled for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And a quick reminder
Canada
today
just
to
ahead
please
then
take
as
all
we
without
reach
the bins
45
located
minutes.
by the entrance gates.
There's
Thank
plenty
you
of
very much
positives
for
to
your
take, despite the
cooperation.
lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Canada have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. The second half is up and running.
Canada definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And here's the chance to counter. Desai, and it's played in here.
Canada couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Now it's Bale. He's found a way through. Bale made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And this is Ibrahimovic. Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lovely feet. Incoming delivery. And they're quick to get it back. He's in a good position. Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! He's got himself an absolute peach. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Canada are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
And now they can spring out of defence. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Substitution on the field. Number 44.
The two coaches are signalling changes here,
Coming
both
on
at the same
field
time.
Is number 10, Rivaldo. Substitution in progress.
Canada do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now this could be a chance. Played out towards the right wing. Yamal cuts out the pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Rafinha clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Canada get their fourth corner. Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nesta. Rivaldo. Just about up to 75 minutes. He's having a pop! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Adriano.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking to play him in. Mbappe! Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Yamal.
Substitution on the field. Number 29, Yamal. Number 3, Bale. Number 14, Mbappe. Coming on the field, number 22.
Opts for safety.
Number 12,
But it's Lam.
Marcelo. Number 17.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight.
Substitutions taking place.
Not the most convincing of passes. Rafinha going forward. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ibrahimovic pinches it off him. Yaya Toure.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Gareth Aubameyang. Can he get on the end of this? Maicon is there, and he can get that clear. Adriano chasing after it. That's that, the end. Canada are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it.
And a quick announcement
Ibrahimovic
today
taking
that
in the
livery
accolades,
from
having been
today's
named
match is
man of the
now on
match,
sale in the
and
stadium
deservedly
hall.
so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against China.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then.
In modern football, the role of the defensive midfielder has become hugely important.
Talking of which, Claude Makelele, the battery in the watch.
Yeah, and fittingly, a lot of pundits refer to it as the Makelele role now, such as his influence playing that position.
That's an imaginative pass. This is a promising build-up. And it's Hullet. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Nedved. That's a good foray he's making. Stood up well to him there. Vieira. Bellingham. Spread it left. And it's Nedved. Turns back here, probably the best option. Pass somewhat off target. And that has left him in a heap. Nedved. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Just eases him off the ball. Van Dijk with the slide tackle there.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Lahm. Bellingham gets a foot in here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge might just make this. Nedved. Showing good feet. Lovely pass, but can he finish? Goal! China!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Couldn't squeeze it through. He's on it, can he get away? And it's Maicon. Now this could be a chance. Van Dijk has given away a free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. China are down to 10 men.
Substitution.
China choosing to make the first change. McTominay joining us now, a player, of course, who needs no introduction.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter, but listen, I'm still excited to see him in action.
And this is Bale, not a hint of offside. Bullish header! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Maicon is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Maicon. Some really good ball movement. McTominay. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Ferdinand. Saliba. And it's Seedorf. And he skips past his man. Seedorf. Rummenigge is onto this. Bale is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Vieira. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Bale has it out wide and in space. Driven in, and it's hoisted clear. Alvarez. And it's Hullet. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Seedorf.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He won't be happy with that one. He has found a way through. Can he get it through? Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying.
And now I just
the
like
first
to
half
read out
compared
our
with your
fan club members
expectation?
who are
Well, I
celebrating
don't think
their
either side
birthdays
will have
today.
too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Pull it. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Rummenigge is someone with real dynamite in his boots.
China definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Varane gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Rummenigge, always looking for that half a chance. Pull it. Lahm. Well, that looks a decent ball. Takes a shot! And he's quick to get rid. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And it's made its way to him. And here's Seedorf. And it's Makalele. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Pull it. Ibrahimovic needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Makalele getting this one clear. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Alvarez. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Just about up to the hour now. And he plays one through. And he cuts out the supply. And they've switched it over to the other side. Lahm. Seedorf. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that has been cleared. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rummenigge. And it's Makalele. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That has not gone well. Lahm. Oh, there's a probing ball. Lahm. Now it's Seedorf. Plays it in low. And he's there to get it away. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Thinks about the shot. It is a corner.
Substitution for Canada. Number
Canada
20,
with the corner. They're
Gullit.
first.
Number 7, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 15, Bale. Number 19, Bellingham. Number
Canada
14,
can try it again now.
Ibrahimovic. Coming on the field.
This is their
number
second
10,
corner of the game.
Rafinha. Number 8, Adriano. Number 22, Lau.
So it's going to be another corner.
Gattuso. Number 23,
Canada have their
Van
third
Nistelrooy.
corner.
Substitutions taking place.
It's a clearance, but not much of one. Out for a throw.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And it's Lam looking for the run. It's played through for him. That's good play. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gattuso. Pele can see things others simply cannot. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Lam, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Gattuso, neatly clipped into space. Oh, shooting chance!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Rafinha. Gattuso. This looks promising. Not the most accurate pass.
Has been indicated.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Rafinha. Cleared without hesitation. Played out towards the right wing. Takes aim and crosses. And they've got rid. And there goes the final whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Canada certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were